You should talk to your kids about pornography. Now, before you stop this video, just let me say what I need to say, and I think you'll agree with me. I think we need to talk to our kids about pornography from the age of 6. Now, goodness gracious, why do I say 6? Because it's usually at the age of 6 that our kids have access to some sort of device, some screen. And most screens today access the internet, and the internet accesses pornography. And so maybe they don't have access to a screen at your house, but maybe they have access to a screen at a friend's house, or at school, or somewhere else. If that's the case, I think it's time to begin having this conversation. Now, I'm convinced that we can have this conversation in an age-appropriate way. Put it this way. We speak to our kids about even more frightening things than pornography in age-appropriate ways. Like what? Well, maybe you've had this happen to you. You've taken your kid to a sports game or the local fair or some place where there's just a ton of people. Have you ever had a situation where your child ran away from you? Maybe they were going to the bathroom and they didn't tell you, or they were looking at something and didn't tell you where they'd be, and you freak out. I mean, maybe they were only gone for 3 minutes, but it feels like half hour. And when you find them, what do you say to them? Well, it's likely that you'll say something like I've said, and that's, don't run away from mummy and daddy. And when they say why, you say this very ominous thing. You say, because a bad man could take you away from us. Right? That's pretty terrifying. Now, even though it's statistically unlikely that that would happen, it's possible. And because we live in a fallen world, it's important that we talk to our children in a way that will prepare them for the worst, but we don't need to share all the ins and outs of what we mean, just enough so that they'll be safe, okay? So if we can talk to our children about abduction and God knows what else in an age-appropriate way, we can talk to our children about pornography in an age-appropriate way. So how might we do that? Well, let me share with you how I did it when my son was 7, and maybe you can use this as something of a format to talk to your kids.